Michael says, just heard from a mother I met at the New Jersey Red Clay Championships, and she says she's been at USTA matches so many times in those situations when my kids were devastated during the USTA match and I couldn't help them. That's what I'm talking about. Trust your parental instincts. What do your instincts say as a parent? Is that healthy for your kid? Is that a healthy setup, the way the tournaments are structured, where there's a giant divide where you're not allowed to step over and give any kind of support for your child when they're in distress, especially young children. The kid's 17 or 18, they're almost an adult. Maybe it's a little bit different story, but I work with many, many young kids, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, under 14 even. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about. But this mom corroborates what we were talking about, that this is very common on the junior circuit where the parents are shut out and they're not allowed to provide any kind of support for the child. And I think it's wrong. I don't know any other sport. It's a turnoff for parents who are in tennis. What other sport does that? Tell me, guys, what other sport? You enroll your kid in basketball if they're having an emotional breakdown? Can you go talk to them, give them a pat on the back, tell them it's going to be all right, tell them to get it together and get back in there? Are you allowed to do that in basketball? Are you allowed to do that in baseball? Are you allowed to do that in football? Are you allowed to do that in any sport every sport that I can think of? You're allowed to provide emotional support for your child. But apparently in tennis, the tennis child is supposed to be that tough. Is supposed to be a real tough guy or tough girl. That is somehow tarnishing the sport by allowing parents to do that for the kid, or somehow making the kid less independent and tough. If we have some emotional guardrails put in for children at these events, I don't buy that. Like I said, boxers are super tough. I train with boxers all the time. They have coaching all the time. That doesn't make you less tough. Ridiculous.